Hello everyone, welcome back to Hobbs Barrow. Been a few days since I played it. I've had time to think about where I am and what I gotta do. There's another bird up there. There is a to-do list up here, which seems rather simple. Explore Bewley, which is weird because I'm pretty sure I've explored at least the village itself, not the moors, but the village I'm pretty much done, right? I don't know. Locate Hobbs Barrow. Find Jane. We know where she's at. We need the lantern. Right here, we need to refill the lantern. The blacksmith has oil for the lantern. Paraffin. And we need to get him something. Now, I've thought about this. Let's head over here. Remember, he's a fan of these things.
Alas, it is not mine to take. A fantastic specimen.
The fossils. And we have a chisel. Remember, the chisel came with our crate with our tools in it. The tools for excavation. So there is one thing, if you guys remember. Oh boy, I don't remember where it is though. Is it over here? There is one thing out there. This is not it. I don't remember how to get there. Do I have it on my map? Cottage, the toe, Hern Wood, church. No, I don't have it in here. No, it's not here either. We're gonna out the front. There is one fossil. This way. Right there. Yep, I knew it.
Splendid. I've managed to extract it in one piece.
That's going to get us the paraffin, which will get us Jane. All right. Have one of these.
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. It looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Bingo!
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside. There you are.
Preach.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
That's going to get us Jane, which hopefully will get us to Hobbs Barrow, right? Maybe, possibly.
An opened tin of parrot.
I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. All right, oil in the lantern. Problem is we don't have. Oh,
My lantern is fueled and ready for action.
All right. I guess I don't need to light it then. Ooh, which way is this? Oh God, it's this way. Although, moving on to Hobbs Barrow, we still have places we have not been to, like this door. So maybe we're not going quite yet. I don't know. We'll see.
Right. Let's put this lantern to good use.
That's what I said. Why is there a heartbeat? That seems like a bad idea. This girl's
Jane,
gonna be a
come out at
monster.
once.
This girl's gonna be a monster. What is this? Close enough, she's a badger.
Goodness me. Jane!
Silly, what are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
You were in there.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you were.
She's gaslighting
Not
me.
true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
So where can I find Hobbs Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. Hobbs Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you.
No problem.
And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
Was it north of the church? I don't know which way's north though. The game doesn't really specify north, south, east, west. I'm gonna try this way first, I think. Oh, it's the graveyard. It allows me to go
As
now.
I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far.
I don't know why this voiceover is so loud in this when the screen's black. It is so much louder than the game.
The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow. The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
The gate opens out into a vast tilled field.
Can
I have no
open it?
desire to wander the furrows.
All right, well, fair enough. Is this Bryden's house?
The empty bucket smells of rancid milk.
Ew.
This is not mine to take.
Well, it hasn't stopped us before, has it?
The entrance to the farmhouse.
What do you want?
Well, let's be polite.
My name is Thomasina Bateman. Mr. Bryden, I presume.
Aye? What do you want, lass?
Before we jump to the punch, let's talk about this guy.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
He keeps us going. Most of our crops go to feed his animals.
What is he like?
Oh, I've hardly laid eyes on him. He sends his workers here to pick up the crops.
I see. I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why'd you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the Barrows of England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
Oh, what happened last time?
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye. Me brother dug it up. Must have been, 25 years ago. You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden.
Is this
That's
Lovecraftian?
terrible.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
All right.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Bryden.
I live here with my wife. And I might be long in tooth, but I can still run this farm without too much help.
Also, idea for the prequel. The first excavation of Hobbs Barrow.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak.
Oh, no!
You couldn't make out a word, like.
That must have been hard.
He lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he'd blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The land has reclaimed it.
I don't know how I'm gonna edit that, but in case you didn't notice, my game minimized on me because thanks to YouTube, I was uploading a video, and if you leave it hang while uploading, it will minimize everything and like pop up on YouTube like, "Hey, you forgot about this." It's really annoying. That just happened. Anyway,
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see.
well, we got a lot to talk about here.
What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair to side. We're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock, even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for him.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden. You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time.
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hobbs Barrow.
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments. Don't leave his home often.
How odd. I assumed he'd spoken to you about my visit.
Not at all.
Is your wife home?
She's out in fields, lass. Pulling weeds. The curse of such fertile soil. 40 years we've been married. I couldn't do it without her, you see.
How splendid.
Aye. My wife is a fine woman. Are you married, lass?
No. I've had my fair share of proposals, Mr. Bryden, but that's not the life for me.
Marriage is an important institution. You'll find a man one day.
I manage rather well without one, Mr. Bryden.
Why is Leonard Shoulder still here?
You say Mr. Shoulder is at death's door. What exactly ails him?
I'm unsure. It's just what I've heard. I wouldn't want to speculate on matters that are not my business.
Alright, time to ask. He's gonna say no.
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass? Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
As you wish. I'm afraid I won't take no for an answer, Mr. Bryden. Wouldn't you like to find out more? I don't think he would respond well to this. I think this is at least pushing it a little without going too far.
Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there?
Perhaps. But Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. You don't want to tempt the same fate, lass.
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
All the way from London, Mr. Bryden.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
Proof? What do you mean?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
You wish to see proof of...
What?
Thanks for your time.
Alright, so he needs...
No.
Is he gonna... Okay, cool. Is this something that'll help him?
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder invited me to Bewley in order to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
I don't think this will be enough for him, but we'll see.
Men and making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this. But yes, you can have a look at it.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Any road. Once you've set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting to outdo with it. The place gives one a queer feeling.
So where can I find it?
Through that gate to your left. Just head straight across the top to the field there. After 10 minutes or so, you'll see Barrow, set on a hill ahead.
Thank you again, Mr. Bryden.
He's gonna let me go by
really
myself?
do appreciate it.
This is it right there?
He's doing well to be maintaining all this land at his advanced stage.
Is there anything else I could show him? You want worms? Here, worm.
I don't think anyone really wants to see my worm.
Whatever. I didn't ask you. Alright. What are we going to
I probably
find?
should have brought my umbrella.
I wonder.
Perhaps I could take a closer look.
Perhaps. AR. Who's AR?
AR. I haven't a clue what that could be referring to.
I don't know if I've met anybody with those initials, have I? I don't think so.
I don't wish to carve anything into the rock.
Okay. You say so. What was that?
Hobbs Barrow.
What was she saying? Very...
Indeed, a barrow of a most unusual rectangular form. I've not seen something like this since West Kennet Longbarrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book. What secrets do you conceal, I wonder?
I don't know. How about we poke around and not honor the wishes of the guy whose land it's on? Can I go this way? No. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
That smell. Earthy and sweet.
Earthy and sweet. Uh-oh.
3, 2, 1. You can open your eyes now, Thomasina.
That guy sounds a little like Ewan McGregor, doesn't he?
Come. Are you ready for your first excavation?
Yes, Daddy.
Capital. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. I have a feeling you might find something special.
How exciting.
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird. Good luck.
Thank you, Daddy.
What am I excavating? What do you mean? Just right here in the ground?
Daddy told me I should always carry a trowel on my excavations. Now I'm ready.
Okay. What else we got here? Still giggling about the boobs. I don't know what exactly we're excavating. There's nothing here. Like, I can't...
Daddy would be angry if I break the statue. I want to find treasures like Daddy does. I can't find the treasure, Daddy.
Keep looking, my little bird. Leave no stone unturned.
Alright, but this is the kind of game where you hover over something and a word pops up, showing that you can interact. Oh, never mind. I must... Oh, I got you. I see now.
No treasures here.
Oh. Well, here. We'll just leave that all a mess.
Nothing here.
What? Is there more?
Treasure!
A vase!
Daddy, I found the treasure! Look!
Well done, little bird. Your first successful excavation. That urn you're holding is very old and precious. Take good care of it, all right?
I will, Daddy. I promise.
Alright, so we found ourselves a nice urn. Okay. Is it... Am I being tempted here? Oh, God.
I'm not sure what that would achieve.
I don't know. I don't know what I should do. Should I just take the trowel to it? I don't know. I'm gonna go back and talk to the guy, though. I stuck to my word.
Darkness falls quickly here. I should make my way back to the inn. The entrance to the farm. I shouldn't disturb him at this late hour.
Alright. So, I feel like a lot of things will happen, quote-unquote, tomorrow, right? Two things, at least. There it is. The gang over in the woods will be clear, so we'll have that to explore. The Isn't... There was something else and I don't remember what it was. Oh, the lady's gone. Oh, ooh.
The anvil looks heavy. A finely made horseshoe. The blacksmith must also be a farrier. The horseshoe is nailed firmly to the wall.
Wait, is his lantern's gone? I'm gonna go poke around and... Oop.
It's late. I should really get some sleep now.
Okay. Go to the alley and then we'll go inside.
It's late.
Nope, we'll go inside. I've changed my mind. Oh, look at this. There's like a whole bunch of people here. What is this guy doing? Is he taking a knife to his hand? Oh my god.
Mr. Crozier is enjoying a large mug of ale. Good evening, Mr. Crozier.
Evening. Thanks again for the fossil, lass. 'Tis truly a beauty.
You're most welcome. How long have you been collecting fossils?
Ever since I were a boy. The moors look a barren place, but there are plenty of fossils to be found in the rock formations. All manner of creatures to uncover.
Such a playground for a young lad. What's your favorite piece in your collection?
The ammonite you gave me today. The most recent is always the best.
Indeed.
What about you, lass? Do you collect out?
I do. You see, I'm writing a book on the Barrows of England. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England. I document all my findings.
But what do you collect?
Pottery, tools and such.
Bones too, no doubt.
No, I leave those in place.
You've got a morbid heart, lass. Fussing about in old graves like that.
We're not dissimilar in that we both take an interest in the remains of the long gone.
I suppose you have a point there. How's your book coming along, then?
Very well, thank you. Though I'm rather keen to begin my chapter on Hobbs Barrow. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
All right.
A fearsome-looking brute of a man. Good evening, gentlemen.
What are you gonna do about him?
If he thinks he can take her away from here, he's got another thing coming. I am gonna knock his bloody block off. In fact, I can think of a better punishment. Oi, what do you want, lady? Piss off.
You
Damn.
heard the man.
Charming.
All right. We'll talk to the barkeep at the end. We'll see who this
He's
is.
engaged in a bout of pinfinger. Such
that
a
what it's
brutal
called?
hobby.
Wait, what? Oh, that's the cat. I thought those were ashes.
It's Herbert, the local stray. I don't wish to wake him up.
I
The
do.
crackling fireplace is more welcoming than the facial expressions of the locals. A lovely place to warm oneself. I don't wish to wake him up.
Okay.
Cyril
Cyril's
seems
here.
gruff and unwelcoming, but I sense he may be a kind man under this facade. I must say, last night has rather put me off using these toilets.
Oh, I didn't mean to click on the toilets.
Hello again, Cyril.
You're still here?
Did Mr. Long convince you of the virtues of Bewley Station?
What the hell do you think? Now bugger off and leave me to me drink.
Fair enough. I'll bugger off.
He seems even more wound up than usual.
I'll go talk to the barkeep.
Good evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley.
I
found Hobbs Barrow.
Oh, remember what I said, Miss Bateman? There are stories connected to that place.
Yes, stories you won't elaborate on, I might add. Don't worry about me, Stanley. I'm quite capable of warding off imagined fiends.
I have no doubt, but please leave that place be.
I've come this far, there's no turning back now.
That's precisely what worries me.
A mug of your finest ale, please.
Am I gonna get sloshed? I'm not sure that's a great idea.
There we are. That's 2 pence on your account.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. He doesn't know I don't have any money. Well, he knows I currently. He doesn't know
See
that
you
I
soon.
won't have money soon either. Can I?
There's
can I
nothing
get-
else I wish.
Okay, I was wondering if I could get another drink. I don't think there's anything left to discuss here. All right. Go to bed. I'm tired. Yes, I am. Let's do
Time
this.
for bed. Tomorrow I shall convince Mr. Bryden to allow me to begin my excavation.
We get to
Miss
see her.
Bateman,
Uh-oh.
how are you?
Tired.
Gonna buy you a drink?
One more hurt. Perhaps I can gain more information from Mr. Tillett. No thanks, Mr. Tillett. Should keep a clear head. Shouldn't you stop drinking so much for the man's health? I don't think that'll get me anywhere. So what this is making me feel like, drinking too much might impair me in some way for tomorrow. But I would like to hear what he has to say.
One won't hurt.
Excellent. I feel bad about what happened last night. I'm sorry I can't remember it.
That's all right, Mr. Tillett. Alcohol can do all sorts of damage to one's memory.
I was thinking that maybe if we had another drink tonight, I might remember what happened.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure that's logical.
It's not.
Worth trying?
I don't need any further convincing.
Take your seat, Miss Bateman.
I'm not
I
paying
shall
for it, am I?
return with the goods.
Okay, good. As long as I'm not paying for it. I don't want to run up my tab.
To Leonard's shoulder.
Wherever he may be.
All right, listen, Tillett, you need to spill the beans.
I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yes.
No, that's not how this
Why
works.
did Leonard Shoulder ask you to dig up Hobbs Barrow?
Despite his disappearing act the previous evening, not to mention his questionable sobriety, I decided Mr. Tillett was to be my ally. I spoke again of Mr. Shoulder's letter, his proposed excavation, and my status as an antiquarian and barrow digger. He was fascinated and quite excited at the prospect of meeting the soon-to-be author of a real-life book.
You must
doesn't
find
help
all
me,
manner
though.
of riches on your digs.
Barrow digging is not all success, Mr. Tillett. Often I'll come across the likeliest of sites steeped in promise. We set to work with shovel and pick and all the other barrow opening paraphernalia you can imagine. Every stone carefully taken down, every shovel full of earth put dutifully through the sieve, and we find nothing. Or you may find a miserable remnant of animal bone or a shard of pottery hardly to be recognized from the peat in which it decayed. Sometimes it's as if some Neolithic humorist prepared an elaborate practical joke for your special benefit.
It still sounds much more exciting than spending your days sitting in England's most remote railway station.
Are you all right, Mr. Tillett?
I've
Spill
had
the
another
beans.
argument with Agnes.
Your
I don't
wife?
care.
Aye. She didn't want me coming to the plough tonight. Truth is, I've been drinking my life away since my mother passed.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss.
You're kind, Miss Bateman. Thank you. It's been a year since the old girl left us. She had a horrible end, wasting away, day by day. Consumption got her. She was naught but bones by the end. I can't get the image out of my mind. She were everything to me.
I'm so sorry.
I apologise for going on, Miss Bateman. It's not appropriate.
Don't worry, Mr. Tillett. I appreciate your openness.
Used to love going for walks out in the moor, my mother and I, ever since I were a little one. She'd get a tear in her eye as she looked out upon it. She loved this land. I asked Mr. Crozier to build a bench, which we've erected at her favourite lookout spot on the moors. Margaret's Lookout, we called it.
We saw it.
That's a beautiful tribute.
Aye. If you take a seat there, do keep her in your thoughts, won't you?
Of course, Mr. Tillett. I can relate in some manner. My father had an accident when I was very young. He's still alive, but he can neither move nor speak. He spends his entire life bedbound and incapable of communicating or looking after himself in any way.
How dreadful.
He was a barrow digger himself, an antiquarian of some renown. He taught me so much, even though I was so young. I think writing this book is my way of carrying on his work. It helps me reclaim those earlier memories of him, and I visit him often to tell him all about my excavations.
Can he hear you?
I've no idea. The doctors aren't sure. I'd do anything to make him better, Mr. Tillett. I'd do anything to bring him back to the man he was. I am in a state of suspended mourning for a man caught between life and death.
Dreadful. Just dreadful.
We all have our weaknesses. Mine just happens to be my father.
And what of your mother?
A cold woman. We haven't talked in quite some time. I think she blamed me for my father's accident somehow.
You were but a child.
Indeed. She thus saw it fit that a governess should raise me as she spent her life grieving for my father.
Well then, I propose a toast.
A toast to what?
A shared sense of loss.
I'll toast to that, Arthur.
I'd like to note that he still has
Now
not
then,
spilled beans.
Enough of this wallowing.
Let us be merry. Another round.
Oh, for the love
I
of God.
really shouldn't. But I did. And another after that.
Uh-oh.
And another.
Uh-oh. I didn't agree to this.
The frustrations of my visit to Bewley slipped away with each swill of Stanley's finest ale. We had great fun that night, Mr. Tillett and I. I treasure the memory.
Go on then. Let's hear those pipes.
We're closing the
mustn't.
shop.
Sing the song.
Also, knife on the table.
Incorrigible.
Please. You'll make a sad man happy.
Oh, all right then.
This is not going to be a copyright, is it? Oh, God. What is she going to sing?
Clasps, celts, and arrowheads I'll try to claw within my clutch. And if a shield I should espy, I'll vow there ne'er was such.
With popish tricks and relics rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull.
They have archaeologist songs. Oh, uh-oh. Are we gonna get another visit from my sleep paralysis demon? Oh. Well, that looks concerning. This is near Hobbs Barrow. What is that? What is that?
Hello, Thomasina.
What is this? Who are you?
I'm the one that saved your father.
What do you mean?
You were here 25 years ago.
My father?
You were deep down with the others. You were
Oh!
there, and something went wrong. I dragged him out.
Impossible.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I don't understand.
Believe my words. You'll find proof in morning. Now go.
So her father was on that dig.
One more thing. This is not a dream.
Well, that's worrying.